expectation for this next year? Because this is something you do, every column you write every season.
Yeah.
Although you just backtracked to me a little bit, saying they're not that crazy.
Some of them, well, when I tweeted, I said crazy, random, and some not so crazy.
All right, we're going to make Tracy the arbiter of what's crazy. What was your crazy prediction for KD? Tracy's going to judge you.
I say, no, I don't have no confidence in this or minor confidence, but I said, let's go. Let's get them to the Knicks. Let's revive New York basketball. They think they have a shot. He's a mysterious figure. The Warriors spent most of last year sort of like confused by him and flummoxed by him. I think some of them were afraid he might leave after last season until they got through Houston. So I'm saying let's go, Knicks. Revive New York City basketball.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You guys are both getting a phone call from Steve Kerr after
Not
this
crazy.
show.
I mean,
We're not. They know. They know what's in play.
KD could possibly have 3 championships, or 2. Take on a new challenge. Revive New York. If the unicorn is still there, I think they will be a damn good tandem there.
And I think it's like the LeBron has set the roadmap, right? LeBron has said it's okay to go to a team that's going to take some time and be the centerpiece of a younger team and go experiment.
And I've talked to a lot of GMs about this summer, and a few of them made a really good point that the big free agents this summer, most of them, have all won championships. Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, if we want to still talk about him as a free agent. These guys aren't going to be ring chasing. They're not going to have the pressure to have to go define themselves by winning somewhere. Does that help LeBron get a great player in LA? Like, you can go be the guy somewhere. You can go sort of pick comfort and market and all those things where it's harder for LeBron to go to the Lakers if he hadn't won a championship in Cleveland. Now, he'd already won the 2.
Right.
It would have been harder to leave Cleveland. And another thing with KD in New York, too, he has taken a lot of heat from fans in the move to the Warriors. He has shown at times to be sensitive about that. What he would experience in New York, which would be different than Oklahoma City or
any place in any city in the league,
right?
Sure.
He would get it from the home fans. He's never gotten that before. No matter how much you win in New York, they're going to say, "But you didn't do this yet. You didn't do this."
I disagree. I feel like New York is the perfect place.
Yeah.
You have a huge majority of. That's a big city. That's 5 or 6 million people who suddenly you're their guy,
right?
And all of a sudden, no matter what you do, you're the one who came back and, as you said, pumped up, saved New York basketball, and then all of a sudden the proportion of NBA fans, just because the New York fan base is so big,
until you get to the conference semis and you don't get to the conference finals. The first year, I agree with that, but the minute that you better win,
right?
And I think LeBron's going to find that in LA too. You are not you are judged by the history of the Lakers. The great players win championships, and you're going to be judged differently. You're not going to be judged by any other standard. And I think in New York, if he goes there, he just has to be ready for that, because you will become a target very quickly when you don't do more than you did last year.
I think the standard for the Knicks is just like competence. Right. It's like just after 20 years of this, like, are we competent? Okay, that's great.
Are we making the playoffs more than once? You know what I mean? In a decade? These things are.
Did we not trade the number 9 pick for Andrea Bargnani? Thumbs up.
Just that. All right, crazy MVP prediction, Zach Lowe.
I'm going Giannis. I just think the stars are going to align. I think the Bucks are going to be really good. He's by far their best player. He's a top 5 player in the league. And LeBron, I think, will be the sentimental favorite. Do the Lakers finish high enough? Do the Pelicans finish high enough? And there seems to already, he only won once, but there seems to already be voter fatigue with James Harden. It just, I don't understand. Do you think it's crazy? That's less crazy than the other one.
No, this is crazy. And the reason why I say that is because Milwaukee is not even going to be a top 3, top 4 seed. They're not going to be a good enough team for him to win the MVP.
We disagree.
No. Really? So you think this is a top 4 team in the Eastern Conference?
I think their floor should be. I think their floor should be 4.
Now I agree. He is a good enough player. I just think his team is not good enough for him to achieve the award.
But then who? So do you go Harden then? Because the Warriors guys will cancel out each other. They'll never win again as long as they're playing together. I don't think the Pelicans aren't going to finish higher than 4. Are
we talking about this year?
Yeah.
LeBron James is the MVP of this year.
So the team criteria doesn't apply to him, or do you have the Lakers top 4 in the West?
Yeah.
Lakers top 4.
Yeah.
Wow. I do not have the Lakers top 4.
Even if they don't get top 4, I just think LeBron, what he's going to do to elevate the Lakers to a place they haven't been in a while, is going to trump what Giannis is able to do for Milwaukee.
And I think Mike Budenholzer's arrival in Milwaukee is going to elevate Giannis's candidacy. I think the ball movement, the spacing there, how they'll use him, how creative and imaginative Budenholzer is, I think makes him a better candidate this year, because that team will be better because Bud is there.
I think you're hard on point, Zach.
I don't get it.
Well, look, James finished in the top of voting for a few years. He finally won it, right, that sort of thing. And then in the playoffs, when he sort of had the chance to sort of carry on the team on his back after Chris Paul went down, I don't think it helped him in a lot of fans' eyes that when the exact same thing was going on in the Eastern Conference and LeBron basically had to lug everyone over with him to beat what was, at that point, had proven itself already to be, while depleted, a very talented Celtics team. James didn't do that same thing in the West. And I think that MVP voters are going to wait for him to win a title before they reward him with the MVP again.
Interesting.
Just the way, just from looking at the patterns of the way this works, right? I mean, just the way you look at how people vote.
Yeah.
Of course, we could talk about MVP voting all day, but we're not going to do that because Woj has to go somewhere. Thank you for joining us today. Please come back.
All right, guys.
Up next, though, these two will stick around. We're going to preview the doubleheader tonight on ESPN with a little game of jump ball. Who is better right now? Oh, we can continue this James Harden conversation. Would you say Anthony Davis or the reigning MVP?
Every time.